So there seems to be a lot of women today who are looking for something more. It seems like out of their relationships and their marriages and stuff like that. Have you noticed that at all? There, Rude.
I've noticed that, and being a product of divorce, the both of us,
Both of
I
us,
think we
yes,
can relate to this.
yeah. It's like, am I not enough who I am as it is?
I'm not enough man for
Am I
you.
not man enough for you? No, and it's not even just that. I mean, it's like we get it, and usually it takes two to tango.
Mhm.
There's usually an issue on either side, both sides, and then some catalyst happens, and things go off the rails a little bit. But some of the reasonings are legit, and some not so much. And I think for this one, we're gonna look at our buddy JP Sears, who reacts to this all but true and legit complaining video that this woman has about her husband, and it's classic. So let's dive into this. Oh, hey, gang, welcome to the Rude Barn Podcast. I am the Barn, and right there,
I'm the Rude. What's up, gang?
Rude, right there. We're going
Thanks,
to talk
Rude.
about two guys who happen to have been divorced before. We're not necessarily proud of it, but hey, shit happens, and it is what it is.
And we keep rolling, right?
Yeah, we keep rolling. Yeah. But some of us have gone into our relationships and we thought everything was hunky dory, whether it's us or somebody else, the spouse, thinking everything was great, and it really wasn't, because I don't know, maybe they just don't communicate as much as they probably should. Maybe
Communication is key. But again, there might be some extenuating
circumcisions. I mean, circumstances,
or demands or
Or-
wants or needs that are
desires, if you will,
right?
that happen, that pop up here and there. But this isn't that case, apparently. It's nothing like she's straying or anything like that. It sounds like she just wants more out of her husband. And JP reacts to this, and it's pretty funny. So let's check this out. This is a gal. I don't know who she is, but she's put out this video, and then we'll play it throughout, and we'll stop periodically here and there and check it out. But enjoy. This should be fun.
I've been with my husband for almost 20 years, but about 3 years ago, I was strongly considering divorce, and I want to talk to you about why.
Yep, I'm her husband. I'm a pretty lucky guy. I got a lady who cares enough about me that she airs her criticisms out to over 100 million people on the internet.
How do you feel about her telling the world that she was considering divorce?
Because that's what you want to do. Complain to the whole world your intimate, personal issues that you're dealing with.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to talk to your husband or a therapist with your husband about it, or
Right.
your spouse. It doesn't necessarily have to be husband or
Right.
your significant other. Wouldn't want to talk to them about it.
Oh, no. Don't try to solve the problem that way. Complain.
You got to see what the internet has to
strangers.
say about it
Right.
first. Yeah.
I found out about that one when I watched the video. You know, I think it was very brave of her to talk to the world about my faults and none of her own, rather than just wasting time talking to me about them inside the container of our marriage. Where, quite honestly, I probably just
So
messed
true.
things up by having a voice. Yeah, she doesn't like that.
And on paper, I have an amazing husband. He is incredibly supportive.
Oh, here we
he's
go.
kind. He's loyal. He's a great dad. He's very hands-on. He's an active participant. He's always present. Like, on paper,
He's an active participant. What does that mean?
Active participant. Yeah. I mean,
in the
that means
marriage,
cooks, cleans, does housework.
he mows the lawn, cuts
he's
the
on-
shrubbery.
Yeah, he's in on decisions. Maybe big money decisions. Maybe
Right.
vehicle.
This maybe
purchase.
invest for our future.
Yeah, he's active though, right?
Yeah, maybe set our kids up for college fund so they can go off to college and make something of themselves. I don't
Yeah.
know, just a thought. But he's all that. But
But
what else could I ask for?
And it turns out that often
not a whole lot. You really can't ask for a whole more lot than more lots.
that's rough. That's
Oh
rough.
my hell. Jeez. Let's see how the husband reacts.
paper, she can demand a lot more. Or she likes to call it ask for a lot more.
Every night when we cook dinner, you ask me what to make. Every day when you drop off the kids at daycare, you ask me what they need in their backpacks.
You know why? Because every
'Cause-
time I've suggested something, you're like, no, it doesn't sound good, or no, I don't feel like that tonight. I mean,
Yeah.
there
Or
comes
if
a point when you're like, well, what do you? I'm pretty easy. I can eat whatever. I'm good. What do you feel like?
Well, yeah, well, that's another thing too, though. We laugh at this stuff, but this stuff is real, and it's one of those things too, dude. It's the mind reading thing, where
Where our ESPN isn't going off as much as it should.
Exactly, and then we get trashed for that. Like I don't understand that, and it's unfair. You know what I mean? It really is.
Oh, it is. Totally is. But they don't see it that way. We should know what they're thinking and what they're wanting.
Well, and
It's
every
awesome.
time we take an initiative, and it's not exactly to the T what they wanted or what they were thinking,
Right.
shit just blows up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
After a while, you're just like, okay, I'm not going to take
after a while,
incentive and
not even
initiative.
take any chances, dude. Just like if I get the rundown from the boss before I even step foot out of the bed, I think that we're gonna have a better day than if I were.
My wife is nothing like this.
Right.
But I will say, I always have. I don't know. I'm pretty easy. I could do, whatever, Italian, Chinese, whatever tonight for dinner. But what do you feel like? Because I always still, even now, to that, Chinese, or I kind of didn't want Italian. No. And I'm like, okay, well then, what do you feel like? And come on,
Well,
I'm
and
good. I'm easy.
My ex-wife was an absolutely amazing cook, and she still is. Like I shouldn't say was, but I mean, when we were
Is she
married,
dead now, or
no,
No,
she's an absolute amazing cook, and she took the initiative on dinner. She's just like, she'd give me a choice. She's like, this or this, and I'm like, whatever you want to do, I do it, and I will help you. I will play.
I'll even make that decision between A and B. Many
Yeah.
times, if that's it. No, let's go A, or let's go that. Yeah.
I'll play sous chef. What do I need to cut up? What do I need to prep? I mean, I'll do it. You know what I mean? And she was absolutely amazing. And we didn't have that problem. But
No.
you can totally see it. You know what I mean?
I wish, and I don't have this, but I really wanted to find out. Okay, where did she? Okay, she posted on TikTok, on the TikTok, and I would love to see the comments on how many people roasted her for this.
Oh man,
I
I would have
bet she got
absolutely loved this.
Roasted.
Right?
It's like, hey, bitch, what the fuck do you think you're gonna get out of your marriage if
What do
you
you
keep this
expect?
shit up? No guy's gonna put up with, oh, well, he's a great dad, he's kind, he's loyal, he does everything around the house, he does everything you possibly could want in a man, but I want more.
I actually just sent you a video that goes along with this that you have to play after we're done with this, because it is absolutely the topping on the cake.
Perfect. We'll add that in here. All right, let's move on and check in what else she has to say. I'm waiting with bated breath.
I am the project manager of this home, and I need you.
Oh, she's the project manager of the home.
the project
Isn't
manager.
that what you always want to be? Is the one in control of what's going
Right.
on in the household?
You got the best job, right?
Yeah, and
best
I bet
job.
She doesn't work for a living either.
No.
Does she
She's a
look like
project
somebody who
manager.
goes to work every day?
No.
I mean, she might. I mean, I'm not trying to paint her into a particular corner here, but it's like,
It looks like
It
she
looks
works
like
hard
you
on
don't
her
work.
makeup and outfit. I mean,
which is totally
it's-
fine. I would
that's
love to
perfect.
not have my wife have to work. I would love that.
sure, yeah.
So she can kind of do whatever. And she would love to do this, guarantee it. And I get you, guarantee there's a lot of women out there who would. Like, yeah, I would have to work if I don't have to. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Take care of the kids, do all that shit. You know, it's like going to work and taking care of the kids that the women don't have a tough time. And I totally get it. It's a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. I get it. But let's see what else she has to complain. I mean, say.
to do more.
Dude, is she being serious?
Yeah. And honestly, I feel really bad for taking advantage of her. After a full day of work, when I cook dinner, sometimes I would make the mistake of asking her what to cook Or before I take kids to daycare in the morning, before I go to work, I would ask, what should I pack them? And that puts a lot of burden on her while I'm handling everything. It's really all in the caption of her video. A woman's love language is not having to ask. Brilliant.
Did you know that's actually not one of the love languages? It's childish and unrealistic.
No, she decided that we decided she shouldn't have to ask.
She decided
just
we
know.
decided.
And having to always guess exactly what she wants or she'll divorce me has me in a constant stress response. I feel frantic all the time. Manically, always just doing everything I possibly can, hoping it's right. And she tells me that's good for our relationship because it shows I care.
And there was this one morning where I woke up and I went to put something in the trash and it was overflowing. And I went to get my son's water bottle and it was in the dishwasher with
Oh my God. The trash was overflowing for probably an hour.
Oh my God. It makes me laugh, dude, because I might have mentioned this on our show before, but I'm the trash man, dude.
Yeah,
I've been the trash
fine.
man since since I could lift it out of the garbage, right? So around 10 or 12, something like that.
Maybe even earlier. Let's not take your strength away from you there, Hercules.
Exactly.
You got this. Yeah.
I have been the trash man. I take the trash out everywhere I am or where I live. Like I'll go to a friend's house or like my brother's house, and I don't know how it happens, but the trash is full. Every time I get somewhere and I'm doing something and I'm just like, it's natural, dude. I'll just pick it up and take it out because it's like, let's just get rid of the trash. It's funny, but at the same time, like, I mean, those are the little things. Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's first thing in the morning.
Right.
I'm sorry I didn't take this out last night. Like, I was beat from doing all of this other shit.
Exactly. And here's the other thing.
And cooking and probably cleaning all the cooking utensils.
Yeah. But here's the other thing. I bet you the trash is overflowing because it wasn't like, I don't know, pushed down into the garbage can so you can fit more in there so you don't have to take it out every second.
You got to push it down at least twice. You know what I mean?
It's like a
Before you actually pull
recycle.
it.
Yeah, it's like our recycle. A box that's empty that goes in the recycle or whatever is not crushed down by anybody else.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, the recycle bin is full. And I'm just like, so I put something in there and I smash the damn thing down and it goes down half to 3/4 the way down because it got compressed. That's why we have trash compactors.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have one in our house, but I am the trash compactor. And that's why it might be overflowing because nothing was compacted down and all these loose. And I lift the bag out for the recycle and I can whoop, it's really light. There's like nothing in here. It's all air and light cardboard.
Yeah,
Stuff, It's just
and I had to teach the girls too. I'm like, before you put a box in here, let me show you how to break this down.
Yeah.
And we can kind of, strategically place it to where it's not just floating on top of all the empty water bottles, right?
Right.
and that's the thing too with the water bottles, like if you don't smash them down and put the cap back on, they just sit in there to just float. And I'm like, we can get so much more into this little recycling bin that we have if we are smart about it.
But I get in trouble for letting it overflow. Here, I have an idea. Why don't you take the goddamn trash out too?
Right?
Every once in a while.
That's another thing too. I've never asked for anybody else to take the trash out except me because I'm like, I'll do it. It's a job. Whatever. Yeah. But don't bitch at me for how I do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I do it.
Apparently that's who
It'll
this
get
gal
done.
is. Yeah. She complains about everything.
all the other clean dishes. And I felt so disrespected and unseen and unvalued at that point in time. And I remember texting my husband being like, what happened? Like, why didn't you do this?
Yeah, I told her I was running late for work. Big mistake. So today I took a sick day off work just to get ahead of the chores. And I mean, that's okay. I can just go to work when I'm sick. I always feel more relaxed there anyway.
She heavily criticized you in her video, but she neglected to bring up even one point on what she could do to improve in your relationship.
Yeah, she's never brought one up, so I don't think there's anything there. When she gets home, she gets a UV light out. If she finds anything, to start over.
Where is she right now?
Oh, she's at brunch with friends. Then she's going to the spa. The sound of me cleaning and vacuuming is just too much for her.
It's too much for
She has to get out of the house. But after I get the upstairs done, pick up the kids and make dinner, then she'll come home.
And I felt so frustrated. And I remember thinking, what's the point? What's the point of doing this with someone else? I might as well just do it alone.
Turns out she's bluffing on that. She got me this bad boy for my birthday. It's pretty good. Well,
have you ever thought about giving your wife a vacuum for Christmas?
Oh my God, that is instant. You're getting served papers after that,
Right.
Like the next day.
But it's totally fine for her to give him one.
Yeah, no questions asked.
It's a tool, honey.
Yeah,
You like tools. You're a Tim the Tool Man
keep
Taylor,
it in the
aren't you?
garage if you'd like.
she had me go pick it up, and I paid for it.
And I paid for it.
Do you think if she did leave you, then she would realize all the things that you actually do?
Oh, no. She told me her life would be easier without me, that I'm lucky she stays.
But we've been raised in this society that tells men and women who they should be in marriages and what it looks like to be a good mom versus a good dad. And we know the bar for moms is way up here and the bar for dads is way down here.
Yeah, I really...
Is that where is that where the bar is? It's way up there.
Damn, man, she is so delusional.
Oh my God.
That's insane. I can't believe she's real.
I know. This is real. This is real. I don't think this was a comedy joke. It is legit. This person complaining to the world about her, what seems to be a pretty normal, good dude husband,
Yeah.
and she's still not satisfied. But it's not like you're a freaking, supermodel or anything like that. It's not like you're ugly either. But it's like, and it's just, and I'm being superficial here for a second.
Right.
But it's not like you can demand. I mean, they say women say, well, looks don't matter as much as that. Okay, yeah, okay. But if they've got money, or if they're a good guy, or if they're whatever. I mean, you want him to be a bad boy? You want him to not be around even more or something like that? Is that what you want? Because
Right.
that seems to be the psychology of the freaking thing.
Well, and my thing is too is like, I mean, if this is what women like this are, I mean, they're showing their kids this. They might not be preaching it, and they might not be like saying it out loud, but they're seeing it. And kids learn a lot of things a lot of different ways, and perception. Yes, observation and perception is one huge way that they live or they learn, especially when it's in a routine. You know what I mean?
Yep. Oh, exactly. Let's hear some more.
Because I have a partner who I know loves me and wants me to be happy and was willing.
Oh my God, heaven forbid.
No, I'm the lucky one. As long as I stay coachable to change who and how I am to meet her expectations, then she can be happy.
And so we did the work to figure out what equity looked like in our relationship. And I can tell you now, 3 years later, that we are happier than ever.
She's right. Sure. We did the hard work of her pointing out all my shortcomings, and I changed so she could be in complete control, aka honored and not be taken advantage of. And now we've grown to a point where she tells me we're happy.
How do you think she would react if you posted a video criticizing her on the internet?
Oh, she'd leave me in a heartbeat. We've decided that equity in our relationship means it's better if I don't even criticize her in private. Oh, looks like she caused a scene at brunch and the manager threw her out. I got to go pick her up. She got a little too tipsy to drive. I need to have an apology ready for her.
Why?
Well, usually when she gets hammered during the day, it's because I made her drink because I didn't make her feel fully seen and appreciated for the amazing woman she is. I couldn't be happier. Seriously. Yep. I'm walking out the door right now. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll promise to do better next time.
It is like, when I saw that, I was dying because
dude.
what's sad is that there's so many women out there who probably think this way. I hope there's not nearly as many as it seems, and I think there's a lot of women who do appreciate some of these younger generation girls who are coming up and don't have any perspective. They don't have any comparison on, you know, it's like I used to say back in college. I guess a lot of girls used to date the guys that would treat them like shit.
Mm-hmm.
You used to date the guys that would just, they pull this psychological game, whether they knew they were doing it or they didn't. They would sit there and be frustrated with the girl, and she's usually, a beautiful gal, hot gal, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and just wants to, be there to, to please the boyfriend, whatever. And he'll treat her like shit one day, and then come back and say, "Oh, hey baby, I'm sorry, you're awesome. Let's go do this, and you're the greatest thing ever." And it fucks with their head.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen that as adult women. I had somebody I knew that went through that whole thing, and it sucked because it was a psychological mind F that really messed with their heads, and it's horrible. And that's what some of these people will do, and it's just a shame. But when he, kind of points this out and talks about it, I hope there's not very many people like her, because I don't think she realizes how lucky she is to have a guy that when she actually did praise him,
Mm-hmm.
that's pretty much all you can ask for in a relationship, is somebody who wants to make you happy and love you and do everything they can for you, and is a great dad, and is not, as loyal and all that. What more do you want?
Yeah, I mean, that's the funny thing, and again, just like we've talked about, just today's kids in general wanting or having that mindset that everybody owes them something, right?
Yeah.
And I think that this goes into that whole thing. And again, like we just said, if she learned this behavior from her mother or somebody that was close to her or something like that, then she's doomed to repeat it. You know what I mean? And just like I said, with these kids these days, it's just more and more and more, and everybody owes them something with zero validation on why they deserve it. You know what I mean?
Well, okay, you know how
just
they always
because
say,
they walk the earth, come on, man.
Well, yeah, just because you exist, it's like they say, you have to have that 50-50 relationship. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
well, okay, well, that's great. Actually, what you should have is a 100-100 relationship. You should be putting in 100% of the effort 100% of the time, I guess, with everybody, right?
Well, and I get it.
Just crazy talk there.
People get tired. People get burned out. Stuff happens. You know what I mean? You have deaths. You have you work wins and losses and stuff like that. Yes, there's going to be a roller coaster, but I think one of the biggest things is to be there to pick up the slack.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No matter what side you're on. And that shows the love and respect that you have for somebody. And one, another thing is too, is both love and respect are not automatic. They are earned. You know what I mean? Both of them.
Exactly. Yep.
And you have to keep earning them every day with your actions and your, how you treat them and everything like that. And it goes both ways. You know what I mean?
Well, I always called a relationship, or a marriage, really, a marriage especially, is like a garden.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you got to cultivate the garden. You got to plant your plants, your flowers. You got to water them. You got to take care of them. You got to weed. You got to take the shit out of it so it doesn't overtake the good aspect. But you have to water. You have to cultivate, and then occasionally you got to plant new plants.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to put new stuff in. So it's you can't expect it to be one side. I mean, talk about, it's like a socialistic society, and they did this experiment in school where they were going to grade everybody on an average. So you had the A students going in there and doing really well on the test, and then the students who got C's and D's would all get moved up automatically, and they didn't put any of the work in, but they still got the benefit of it. Well, after a while, everybody at the top was pretty much like, well, why am I doing all the work and dipshit over here is getting all the credit as well? We're all getting B- or B or whatever. After a while, you got everybody just saying, fuck it, I'm not going to do anything. Because why? Why am I doing all the work and you're still going to get the benefit and you're not doing any of it? Well, this happens in your marriage. You both need to put in the effort, and you can't expect to kind of come out in the middle, because then after a while, nobody tries anymore.
Yeah, and then you both throw your hands up and just like, okay, well, this isn't working. Well, it's not working because, we gave up on it, and we gave up on that garden, and that's an analogy as old as time, but it runs true. It's so true.
I thought I just came up with that analogy. This is old as time.
Yeah,
damn it.
I like the additions you threw into it, though. Sometimes you got to plant more seeds.
Well, you do,
and you do.
Yeah, you can't just water it and weed it. You gotta, add more stuff eventually. Well, here's another video you just. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Here's another video that you just sent me. I have no idea.
Dude, this is so good.
But let's watch this and I'll make a reaction for a video I haven't seen. So let's check this out.
I learned exactly how the fall of man occurred in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were in the Garden of Eden, and Adam said one day, "Wow, Eve, here we are at one with nature, at one with God. We'll never age, we'll never die, and all our dreams come true the instant that we have them." And Eve said, "Yeah, it's just not enough, is it?"
So good one.
Wow. That's not fun.
I was just waiting for more.
Well, that was kind of his point.
Oh,
Nailed it. That's kind of what he was saying. I mean,
and yet she seems like she's so clueless that she doesn't get it.
Yeah,
they just said it, and you're waiting for more. What in the story or in life or whatever? I mean, oh my God.
Yeah. What were you waiting for? That was the point,
That was exactly the point.
It was so good.
Hilarious.
And I think that's a good cherry on top, because it's like, if you're waiting for more like that, then you've completely lost the whole concept. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And you know what? I feel sorry for you.
Yeah, I do too.
I feel sorry.
I do too.
Well, gang, that'll wrap up this one. That was a quickie. We did a quickie this morning. A Sunday morning quickie.
Sunday morning quickie. Nothing like it.
Nothing like it. Anyway, well, please make a comment. Let us know what you think. Do you know a lot of people like this, men or women, who are pulling this kind of shit that this gal was doing on there? And, are you still in that relationship, or did you leave that a long time ago and get the hell out as quickly as you could?
Yeah.
So please like and subscribe. Please share this video with people you like. We hope you entertained you a little bit on this one. Had a good time, and we're gonna jump into some more videos here yet. But we appreciate you stopping by for this one. Anything last words you want to say, Rude, before we clap on out of here?
No, just check out the rudebarn.etsy.com and grab some swag. It helps us get through these, and we like to have it, and we hope you had a good time.
Yeah, we love finding fun stuff like this to throw in there and not always be political, newsworthy, timely events, current event things all the time. So we like to throw these in. So we appreciate it, gang. Come check us out on the next video, and we'll see you soon.
Question everything.